that you were not expecting last time?
Yes, very much so. But that could happen a lot.
That could happen anytime.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm ready. Let's do this. I was telling Cora, I was like, y'all are really gonna test my improvisation skills. Excited.
See here, session three. Session three.
Yes. Session 3. And last time,
Three?
yeah, 3, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, four.
4?
Four sounds more right than me.
Four. It's session four.
Well,
I
see,
couldn't read the previous page.
I have it broken down weird, and so it keeps throwing me off because y'all did one session in two
It was
or
like our
two
session
some.
zero kind of thing, but it was session one
Yeah.
where we opened up. Then we went to session two. So session
True.
one was essentially recap time.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay.
What happened
So,
on last episode?
yeah. Yeah.
Previously on
What do you have, notes taker? Let me put
the
you on the
notes
spot.
taker has okay, so previously on the shenanigans, all three of us returned from a job where we were going to be meeting with one of the officials. Um,
Yes.
and it got late at night. We all went to bed, and then chaos happened, and the world was literally falling apart, and people were dying. We were among them. However,
Everybody
we were
died.
then transported to another realm where we met a goddess um, who is Karis, the snake lady goddess. She's very dramatic and was upset that Violet, the other goddess,
Violet
her
is the
realm
snake lady,
was.
and then Karis
Oh,
is the half like bird one.
great. Okay. Well, in
How
any
could you
case,
get that confused? No, just kidding.
Violet is disappeared, and Karis was very dramatic and just letting the world fall apart. So we need to go ahead and find what happened to Violet because she disappeared at the same time that a paragon was being chosen. So we go back to our world or to our realm, and then we save a priest. We then, um, let's see here, find out a new paragon was chosen. We tried to talk with the other paragons. One of them sort of listened to us. She knew that my story was true, but didn't, do anything crazy. Um, the owners of the one tavern have disappeared. Um, the Belvins. So we're trying to find them. Session three, we then get to meet up with uh, the person who had hired us, Conral,
General.
and um, he essentially stopped someone from arresting Talon, because they know Talon is a thief or a traitor, and Conral knows that the world ended and wants us to try and figure out what's going on. Uh, I've started to notice that if I use my goggles, I could sort of see things. So, like, I was able to see, like, in the tavern where the Belvins live, blood was everywhere. But if I took my glasses off, they weren't there. When we were in Conral's manor, I felt like something was watching me, and but I couldn't see them, but I didn't have my glasses on. And then I started to realize that I think I might just need to wear my goggles all the time so I could see these freaking monsters roaming the world. New Paragon is Jahan. It's a cat-like person. And then we also see the Potion Master, who's not happy like us, 'cause something was going on there. And we also noticed that something was going on with the Potion Master's like living area for because we went to go see the potions. Um, and I am very adamant in making sure that I keep my goggles on. Oh, and we need to
So
take the
does E
blood
just
vial.
have her goggles on like from now on?
Yeah, she's just wearing them. Um,
Okay.
take the blood vial of blood to Potion Master is the last thing I wrote.
Yes, y'all did. While the cheering and stuff is going on from across the street, standing in front of the deli, y'all can see that the potions master is standing outside of his, or well, the alchemist is
Oh, and
standing outside his store.
we were able to get the blood that was in the because like it was in a perfect circle, and we were able to get a vial of the blood.
But it disappeared. Well, to everyone else when
We
you.
can't. To everyone else, it just looks like an empty vial,
Hmm. So I
and
will
that's
say,
where we
you
left off.
you definitely can ask the potions guy about it. Another thing that is an option as far as weird stuff goes, Basa is also a well-known, I mean, she's a well-known herbalist, so she also makes potions and stuff and can know a lot of things. So y'all have lots of people who know things around you. Kryn, you know, because you met him at the bar last time with the angry drunk guy who does have a name now. Let me remember.
Her
Hudos. His name
master.
is Hudos, the harbor master. Yeah. The main harbor master is his name is Hudos, and he's a flesh warp, and he was grumpy and mean. But Cran talked him into leaving and settled everybody down, and he was a nervous guy, but he handled it. And y'all know that we had established that he comes in and out with the store, and that's why he wasn't there before. And the reason behind that is that he's new and he's kind of reckless, and he's caused one too many explosions, and now they won't let him mix his potions in the city. He has to go to his little place out in the countryside to mix his potions.
Hmm,
But the potions he is he do make the ones he do make the ones he's successful with are always super good and solid. So he does have a good reputation for that.
nice.
But yeah, y'all, yeah, I think you did a really good job doing that. Good job, note taker.
Thank you.
And let's see. Yeah, so I will say, with your goggles on all the time, some stuff just doesn't show up well. It does mess with lighting and the way that you see, and it is gems, like so it's not like the most crystal clear like prescription picture. Um, but
I feel
you
like
are
I'm gonna look
welcome
like
to wear them all the
Triolani,
time. Yes, yes. That's what I was picturing.
and I'm fine with that.
Oh, yes. Glad we're on the same page. Okay. Uh, so yeah, last week when it all ended, y'all had stepped outside, and the new Paragon was being Jahan. He was being introduced by Eladir, who is the face of the Paragons. Um, I'll show you these people one more time. Let me. So here's Eladir, the face of the Paragons. He is loved by all. He has like fan girls out here, like, oh, dear. Like, yeah, he's great. And he is very silver tongued like that. And then this is Jahan, the new Paragon. Oops, clicked on the wrong thing. He's the first catfolk Paragon that any of you know of. And then the
Alright.
one, yes, and the one that y'all met who was like, yeah, 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 I get what you're saying, but I don't care right now. Um, that was Listota. She has a glorious beard. And
Mm-hmm.
then um, the two that I haven't introduced yet, but are coming onto the scene now because there's no way they can introduce the new Paragon without everybody showing up. Um, the last two that come up is one is an automaton, and her name is Yentra, and you don't really know much about her. Y'all know that there is a automaton settlement that has been working on in the north that works on like the crazy like they're the only ones that are still making water machines that are trying to survive in the water and like they've been working on airships and stuff like that. They still are very involved in the continent as a society. They don't shut themselves away, kind of like the dwarves and the elves are trying to do. Um, but they have their own thing for sure. And that's up in the north. Y'all do know. That's kind of like a known thing. E may only know of automatons and the fact that they make cool stuff, cool shiny stuff. Um, but yes, she's just not. She doesn't care. She doesn't know. It's not that she doesn't care. She just doesn't know about the rest of the world, right? She's oblivious to it, kind of. Okay.
The
And
world's big.
then it is. It's huge. It's half the size it was, but it's still huge. And then the last one that walks up and the least imposing presence of them all, probably, just because of the quietness of like the aura she puts out, is Casme. And she's a halfling with a big bow on her back. But yeah, they all just come up there, everybody's clapping and celebrating, and people are starting to sing and dance. The parade is starting, all the stalls are open. It is a joyous occasion, and y'all just feel very left out because there's no way you can just sit here and enjoy this. There's definitely something happening. You saw the world end last night. So yeah, that's where y'all are, standing in the street, taking all this in. Everybody, it starts to disperse. The After some good waves, the paragons bow out and they go back into the castle, and that's it.
Um,
What
I
time is it?
Is
definitely
there?
think that.
Is it getting
Oh yes,
evening time with
let
the
me.
dispersion of the crowds?
Well, the all the festival is starting now. So like it was noon when
Mm.
they came to introduce him. He came up, he waved, the people said hurrah, like so
Okay, okay,
I'll
okay. I get
hit
you.
play on
I'll
that.
get
There we
you.
go. So I'll add like another. We'll say it's like a little after 12:30 in the afternoon, and yeah, everybody's taking off to celebrate. Fun
I
stuff.
think we definitely might want to try and get with the potion master.
Yeah, is that where y'all want to go next?
Are they going to be open today?
Yeah, y'all see him as people start to disperse. He walks back into his store.
Okay. Yeah. Let's hit the
Let's
potion
see.
master up,
Let
or the
me.
Good
potion store.
question him.
What's your
Interrogate
question?
him.
Interrogate him.
Yep.
You want to be bad cop?
Yeah.
All right.
I'll get
Oh,
to
thank
tell him
God. I can
the
only ever be
water.
good cop.
Let
Amen.
me just. Okay, so your character should be all on this page when I pull you over. Fingers crossed.
Okay.
Come on. You can do it. There it goes. Okay.
It wants to load. There it is. Oh. Um.
Now let me get that wolf out of there.
Wolf?
Are we in like a patio enclosure?
Wolf's
No, it's just the street leading up to his doorway.
Ah, I see. Okay, okay. Looking up. Okay.
Sorry, I forget what it looks like on y'all's end. I have to look over to the other computer and then I'm like, oh, right, my bad.
All right. Let's. I'm gonna go to here. Does
So
the
yeah.
door like do a
Oh,
little jingle bell ring?
Oh
Since
yeah, little
it's gonna.
ding when you walk in. He's sitting at this little desk right here, messing with some papers, and takes a little sniff of bottle, and he's like, "Oh, welcome." Oh, and he like recognizes you guys, and he's like, man, I'm really sorry about the other night. I promise, he's not always like that." He's like nervously fidgeting with his stuff now because he's like, "Oh God, they could be so angry."
Yeah. Let's take a look around at his merchandise. We're just here if we take a look and scout on stuff. Does he have like
So
little
you can
cards saying
actually
like what they are?
click on him and a little shop should open. He doesn't have a whole lot of stuff right now. Um, his place is pretty
Okay. Yeah.
dusty.
That's
It's
pretty cool.
y'all had looked in upstairs, and the upstairs was like dilapidated. Like it was
Um,
just junk and brokenness and like broken stuff and cobwebs. And the downstairs looks hardly any better. It's like he like got in here and like kind of blew some of the dust off the places and just kind of opened it up and doesn't really care. He's just sitting
sound,
back down at his work.
sounds like you're pretty embarrassed how your friend behaved. Do you think you could do us a solid?
I mean, I would be happy to try to help anyone however I can.
I whip out the vial of invisible blood.
Um, he like looks and he like adjusts his glasses and he like really like leans in to look at what you're saying. He even kind of he's small like you, so he kind of climbs up on the counter and he's like, um, unfortunately, it seems that you forgot your sample. And he leans back, kind of clasping his hands nervously.
I chuckle. Oh, no, this is it.
He just trying to humor you, being the all around just nice guy he is. He reaches out and he's like, "May I?"
Um, Here, you're gonna need these too. So I briefly take off my goggles and sort of like blink, getting accustomed to the light.
Uh, oh, okay. And he takes both from you, and he he's like, I should put them on. Like, I need to put them on.
That's how they work.
He he does what you say, and he takes a look at the vial, and he's like, he just kind of freezes for a second. You kind of notice that, like, since y'all walked in, he's kind of been like twitchy, shaky, kind of like you see mice do anyway when they're kind of nosing around or whatever. And he just gets really still, and he takes the glasses off, and then he puts them back on, and then he takes them off again, and he looks at you, and then he puts them back on, looks at it again, and he's like, "This is very peculiar indeed." And he's like, "Was it breathable? Did it have a scent?" He's
Mm.
like asking y'all, like, "Did you breathe it in? Like, it did it
We
it
had we
yeah,
had to have
yeah."
breathed it in, but I
Yeah,
didn't smell anything.
He's
I
like, "Interesting."
definitely breathe. Oh, you know what?
He
That
pops it
smell
open and
of the pastries was probably from the kitchen from underneath. So it wasn't, I don't think it was the that.
he like is listening to you, but he's sniffing. His little nose is like moving all around while he's just kind of like taking it in, and then he puts the pop. He like puts the little stop back in, and then he holds it for a second, and he's just like, "I have never seen anything like this in my entire life. Those glasses. Where did you get them?
I made them.
Really?" Um, he's just looking at it again. "Would you sell these?"
No.
Well, had to try. Sure, I have quite a bit of money.
I mean, you could have this. We still have some of the goddesses' tears, right?
Yes.
I drop a few.
Now, I am no smith. Hmm. He like puts the glasses on and looks at the metal and then takes it back off and he's like, I unfortunately don't have much use for this. Very, very beautiful though.
Yeah, well, I mean, they came from a goddess, so
Mm. Yeah, yes. He he does not believe you.
hmm, why do people not believe me? I tell them the truth. Damn it. I stomp my foot.
He says, I I could take this off your hands and do some tests on it, but of course without the glasses I'm not very confident in my ability to do so.
Do you have any idea what you think it might be? Have you heard of anything being able to do that before in your experience as from your storefront or customers or anything?
This is definitely a first. I've never seen anything like this. But
For us
he
for us
kind of
too.
like brushes you off and starts talking to E again. He's like, but you know, if I had the glasses and I had the stuff, and I need Napoleon and Talon to roll me perception checks. And he's like, now you see, if I had the glasses and I had this, I do have this new uh, piece of equipment that I've been really wanting to try. And he's just like talking to E about the glasses and the stuff he can do.
Perception.
um, yes.
Hmm. I feel like I'm
There it
like,
is.
wow, yeah.
Mm,
Mm-hmm. Wow.
17.
Ooh,
Okay. Um,
25.
Talon, he, you've noticed a change in his demeanor a little bit, but he's just kind of being pushy now, and it's annoying. Um, Napoleon, he does not want to give these glasses back. He does not want to give these glasses back, and you can see him like ignoring you two now, and totally just seeing how he can swindle E out of these glasses.
I'm
Um,
just like, mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay.
maybe step in and hold out my hand and maybe try to intimidate in in a way, not a overbearing way in any way, to like come out in the forefront, but maybe give him a glance of like it's time to hand him back.
Yeah, yeah, go ahead, intimidation. Yeah, he's like, sorry, I forget myself when I get around new exciting things. Of course, here you go. And he
I
hands it
totally
back.
Yeah.
understand. Totally understand.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the same way. I'm the same way.
um, he's definitely got a lingering look as you take your stuff back.
Put it back on my face. Yeah, wow, that was crazy. Cool
That was a
story.
close
Um,
one. Gee.
so you do you have any suggestions on where we might be able to take this that might have an idea of what this might be?
um, E, you definitely do. You have another idea of where to take it.
Yeah.
And he said, "Well, of course, you know, I am efficient at what I do, but I have lots to learn. There is a wizard, probably a couple weeks time travel from here that might know more. He studies this weird stuff. He says he like twinkles his hands at it, like motions at it. He's like he might have a better idea of what this is. And then
And this wizard's name would be.
let me remember. I forgot about him for half a second. I was remembering Bassa, but I forgot about him. Okay. Well,
His
we're
name's
gonna make up a new one. Let's see. What does the name generator have for us?
should be like Pete. Lawrence.
uh, I could just make it that.
Yeah, just make it simple.
His name is Pete.
Pete.
Mm.
Yeah, he's with
It's a wizard named
the
Pete outside of town.
the wizard
Outside of
Pete.
town. Yeah, 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 yeah. Pete's very well known. His name is Pete now. All right, we're continuing. He's like, yes, Pete can help you. He's on the outside of town. He's very far. Probably want to maybe get a horse or something, or shorten your distance by about a week, maybe even a few days less.
I would, I'll take maybe a gold coin out of my satchel and hand it over and thank him for his.
He kind of bites into it and then puts it in his uh, stack and nods at you. He's like, so anything else I can help you with? Anything else I could interest you with? Um, Maybe you would want to tell me where you got this um little trinket? Uh,
Ocean Bio?
yes, yes. Where
Oh,
the
the
sample came from?
Belvins.
The Belvins,
Yeah.
like uh, the elves at the deli across the street.
Yeah, you know about them?
Uh-huh. They I go to eat there quite often. Everything okay?
Are you sure? Have you seen them today?
No goodness, I didn't come in until this morning. I stayed out on the docks last night. Had a bit too much to drink. Didn't want to leave Huda, so he tends to get in trouble. I don't have the coin that I want to spend to, bail him out again.
Bail them out again?
They get drunk, people get rowdy, get in fights. The guards throw him in a cell for the night or two, unless you got coin to
So
pay
you
your way
must be
out.
very close with them if they rely upon you to get them out of trouble at times.
Yeah, we've known each other for a long time. Like I said, he's not always like that. He definitely
Hmm.
admires this guy. Enough to put up with his bullshit.
I don't suppose for an extra gold coin you might be able to tell us where the Belvins, other than the store, where they actually live.
Well, they live upstairs. It's a
They don't have another place of residence. That's where they're.
um, they've rarely gone to visit some family out of town. I guess if you didn't find them there, then maybe. Um,
That might be right. You might be right. Yeah.
as you can see from the state of my shop, I've been away for a little while and was making new potions out in the countryside, and now I have some stuff to sell, so I'm back. Not much. Stuff's still brewing after the last accident, but I got what I got.
Do you have any good cheap sex potions?
He
No, I'm
like
kidding.
if a
I'm
brat
kidding.
could blush, he's doing it. He's like, you would probably need to speak to someone over in the guild for something like that. He's
Let me
nervous
see.
for a totally
I am
different reason now.
looking at yeah, cosmetics, equipment and stuff like that. Do any of us know anything about alchemy or alchemists and stuff? Is that something that I don't.
I don't think any of you have any proficiencies in crafting, unless I'm wrong.
I don't
I
think
do
I
not.
do.
Okay, I just looking at his inventory.
He's not bad at crafting.
Hopefully, I'm not bad at it. Yeah,
You
I'm
would have to
trained.
buy Alchemy Lab to do
I got
it,
a
but
plus
yeah,
12
you could use
to
it.
crafting.
And yeah, Talon's a 0.
I got I got magical crafting. You can
Yeah,
craft
I know
magic
that.
items.
What is your problem, dog? Come on. Cora has just been sitting outside the door whining because she wants in here.
So apparently I can gain formulas for 4 common magic items, second level or lower.
Ooh.
Yay! Well,
Oh,
do you guys see anything that you
guess I
want
could
in his inventory?
grab the alchemist lab.
Well, if you grab that, you might as well grab the alchemist goggles.
I've already got goggles. I look
But
at you with
what
huge eyes.
but if you're going to alchemize later, you might want help.
To protect my goggles. That makes sense.
If you're going to alchemize later, these
Just
will
put my
help.
goggles on top of goggles to protect them.
Or just take them off and put them in your pocket just to try on the other pair while you're alchemizing. So,
It's like a goggle case.
Please.
I don't know. I think you should probably. Yeah, we should. Let's give him the 5 gold so you can have the alchemist lab. We'll put it in
Do
our
it.
back pocket. That see what it's about. So I will give him 5 gold for the alchemist lab, and put it in, or have put it in her
Why are you yelling?
bag of holding.
I think you can just buy it. Maybe.
Okay.
Were you able to?
No, I can see it, and I see how much it is, and there's how much it weighs, but I don't actually know what to do. Do I have to bring up my account? Or bring up E's account, right? Or bring up E's
Yeah,
picture and then slide it over on hers?
I think
Do I just
um
can I just click on it?
yeah, I think you can drag it to your inventory and it'll automatically
Okay.
pay for it. I think is the way that it
Okay.
works. These are pretty new.
I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it. Here we go.
It's probably
Oh
something I should
wait.
have
Huh?
tested earlier today.
Here we go. Here it is. Where's my do I have a bag of holding? I don't think I do. All right. Oh yeah, I do. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, I saw it
Hey,
disappear.
something happened.
Hey, that's pretty cool.
Something something
Beautiful.
happened.
The
But where did
work
it
paid
go?
off. It's working.
There it is. It's in equipment.
That makes me so happy.
That is pretty cool.
If I get the alchemist goggles, it just gives me a +1 to crafting checks.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can just say you put them on when you use them. I mean, the Alchemist Lab is going to be something you'll have to like be taking at least a short rest for because you have to like take it out
Mhm.
and like use it and then put it all back together. So we'll just try to
Sure.
remember anytime you do it that you get a +1, put those goggles on.
All right, let me grab those goggles.
And if you're not using the Alchemy Lab, then we'll just say it's canon that you have the other goggles on unless you want to take them off for some reason.
There's just, I feel like I might be able to also help out with this vial of blood.
Yes. He still really wants those
Thank
glasses.
you for helping me to achieve my own goal. I don't need you right now. Bye. Start to
Well,
walk away.
um, yes, it was very interesting meeting you. If you need anything else, please come back again. He says, kind of like, I guess.
Okay, bye.
Kenneth. follow E.
Um,
I didn't see anything good.
yeah, so is everybody going outside?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna take you back to trade light. So everybody walks out of the store, and when you walk out, a very like it's a pigeon, but it's like a bright colored pigeon. Like it's pretty for a pigeon. It's very well taken care of. It's not like it's the least trashy of the pigeons that you've ever seen. And it comes and it like lands in front of you, and this little dapper pigeon is like, and then it transforms into the servant that hired you guys. And he said, hold on, I was gonna see if I
Unzig
had a picture for you.
or Unzig or just like
It's
the
Unzig's servant. He's like
servant.
this
Oh, okay.
Okay.
little
Okay.
here, I definitely have him somewhere. Let me I know I have him. He's just the butler.
Billingsley.
I think I left him in the tavern.
You were such a majestic dove.
I got it right here.
I think
NPC
it's a pigeon.
token. Well,
A
it's a
pigeon
pigeon
is
that
a
just
dove.
turned into a guy. Is a pigeon a dove?
No.
Yeah.
I don't believe you. Okay, so this is what he looks like.
You
He's not
say
holding a
you
tray of
don't
cookies
believe
though.
me?
He's not holding a tray of cookies anymore, but yes, he does. He pops up and he's like, Unzig has sent me, and I do apologize. I have to say this word for word. And then he doesn't even really give y'all a chance to respond.
Pigeons and
I
doves
have a
belong to
job
the
for
same family
you.
of birds.
Please put yourselves to work. I need this done. I don't have time for it. You're on your own. Good luck. Uh, and he'll give you the details. He says that in the most convincing, like, Unzig voice ever. And then he and he's like, "Yes, the details. So there's a kraken that's washed up on the shore, and of course that is not odd. You all know monsters wash up from the shore all the time. Like that's crazy shit out in that deep blue sea, and every once in a while stuff ends up, and usually it just gets scavenged and picked apart and used, and then is done with. Um, but it's pretty much always only dead stuff that comes towards trade light now. And he says, the problem is not the body, the problem is what seems to be lurking inside of it. So, have fun dealing with the scavengers, and good luck. And then he turns into a pigeon and disappears.
So,
Laying on the
what?
ground is a little slip of paper with a map that's showing you like
Oh
there's
God.
like trade light, and then like on the outside skirts of, and I'll kind of show you on the thing. It's like over here.
North.
It's like
Okay.
over here. Um, is where he's saying the Kraken's body is. And oop, that's not what I wanted to do. Quest log.
Do
So some of what he was saying that is just kind of known stuff to y'all was that the monsters do wash up on the shore and that scavengers go in. Y'all know that scavengers are like the in between. They're not like thieves, but they're not exactly like they're kind of like they're kind of pirate-ish. And but they do have like the line they don't cross or whatever. But usually they come in, they do their job, they get out, and nobody questions them, nothing happens. You know what I'm saying? Kind of a deal. Um, And it's a gross job, and you got to have connections to sell all this stuff anyways. So they usually just get left alone. Um, but you know that they can be a problem sometimes.
I would imagine if you're
And
at work, I would be angry too. Someone interfering with my money.
yes,
Um,
that.
do we even listen to
Oops.
Unzig for this?
Um, that's up to y'all.
Talon, you obviously know Unzig the best. Uh, is this something we should do?
Chanral did say he was gonna be like sending y'all, like he was going to be sending requests through Unzig of things that y'all could do to earn money. So, um,
That's true.
I try to avoid Enzig at all costs.
yes.
Well, since Tron Rawl was nice enough to give us a forward of as much gold to start out on doing some of his anomalies, I'm guessing we probably should see what this is at first, just to get an idea. There's no sense of upsetting the power of the city on our first day.
Yeah, he got back to you fast. Too bad Karis is not as quick.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Uh, do you guys want to check this out, or do you want to get some lunch?
I'm down to check it out.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
could say y'all get lunch on the way. I had just
Sure.
some time. I was telling Core and Tedesco I'm not going to make y'all keep track of food and eating and stuff as much in Trade Light because y'all live here and you're have lives here and subsist here, so it's plausible that you can just feed yourselves. Um,
Fair enough.
there is a
Okay.
grocer and rations and stuff for once y'all start to head out. Y'all will need to prepare for that because I will start making y'all eat when you leave.
Okay. Okay.
But yeah, so say y'all went, got some food, had an hour here, and then walked out to the beach where the Kraken is on the other side of everything.
Now, a kraken
Um,
is a massive beast, right? In
it
this,
is.
or is it?
It
Okay.
is massive. Let me make sure this is okay.
There's something in the Kraken's stomach.
That is what
Let's
Right?
he
hope.
said. That's very y'all got very little information, and
Let's hope it's in the stomach.
hopefully,
Otherwise, Talon, you might have to root around, go in the old prison
Hmm.
wallet, see what's going on in there.
I'm sure the scavengers maybe will have some more information. Maybe. Maybe. No, did it not bring it with it? Let me get a scan.
Still looking at the city. You changed the screen or something. Oh, there it goes.
There we go.
Um,
So yeah, it's not hard to find.
where's the Kraken?
I think
Scroll
I'm
out.
looking the wrong way.
Scroll out just a little.
Did they already build decks on it?
Huh? Yeah, they worked fast.
Uh,
Wow.
They were getting they got to get out there and get their money's worth. If everything rots away and dies, they're not gonna make money off that. They need the
Um,
stuff. Oh, I see. The light does do something kind of weird with that. When you get closer, it should maybe stop doing that, hopefully. So yeah, as you get closer, you see there are scavengers on outposts. There are scavengers on the buildings. As you get to the mouth, you hear somebody yell at you. They're like, hey, stop right there!" And this guy like puts his bow on you. He's like, "One more step and I'll shoot." Um, so yeah, he says that. Do you stop? Do you keep
yeah,
going?
of course,
I
we
take
stop. I'd take notice of the person speaking with us and see if it looks like, is he the lead
Yeah,
or is he
he's
just.
up in the he's up in one of the watchtowers, and as you shout that, two men come running around from the top of the things to kind of check it out. They come around the top and ask, "Who goes there?" One of them shouts at you. He looks
Me.
like, oops, he looks like this. And then he is what you would think is the leader if you had to guess.
Okay. He has the command of the other people are looking towards him.
Yeah, this guy, this
Okay.
big guy is just kind of stopped short behind him. And they both approach you. He said, he says, "It's me." And he's like, "Aha, ha ha, very funny. Get to talking.
I
Why are
did.
you on my site? And why are you trying to go into my Kraken's mouth?"
We have the like a piece of paper that was given by Unzig, right?
No, you have a slip of paper with like a crappy little drawing of trade light that says trade light and then like pointing like an X to the outside. It's like Harbor X Kraken. Like it's the shittiest little map ever.
Cool. I show
Oh.
it to
Um,
him. Official business.
I'll explain that we're on. We were asked by the mayor, Chan Rall, that to take a look at this kraken. We're not
They
here to disturb your work, but we are here on the request of the mayor of the city to investigate this particular kraken. We're not here, I don't think, for anything, but we are here to look around. Do you?
Official business.
they they kind of like look at each other and then yeah, yeah, right. Charnral sends people on little missions now, does he? Well, whatever.
Wait,
You're not going in
yeah,
there.
he does. Like, this isn't the first time he sent us places.
Um, y'all can roll. Trying to decide how I wanna. You can either roll diplomacy
Mhm.
or Napoleon. Well, you can roll diplomacy. E. If anybody else wants to try out of the two of you to convince them that you are what you say you are, you can either roll diplomacy or intimidation.
I think I need to change my dice.
Snap.
I think I'm going to say that. Does it look like I'm here because I want to be here and use intimidation just to show that I'm pretty serious about what I'm asking, that I'm not joking around, that I don't want to be here, but I've been asked to be.
Okay, yeah, go for it. They laugh at E.
Um,
What's funny?
I suck at both of those, so can I see if they're like under the Thieves Guild? Like
Yeah, you can
items?
roll to see if you recognize them or who they might work for. Uh, I'm gonna say that would need to be in your underworld lore.
Okay. I'm trained there. Um,
Ugh. Um. Okay, so E gets laughed off. Talon, this guy's garb kind of looks familiar with you, and you've definitely had run-in with scavengers before in some of the stuff you've done, but you just can't place these guys. But you also know you don't recognize them as the super hostile scavengers in general. Like they're not wearing the garb that like the people you know who would be nasty regardless of what y'all do. Like these are not them. Um Napoleon, you say that and the guy kind of looks at you and for the first time he's taking y'all seriously and he's like, "All right. All right. You're not wearing any packs. Don't look like you're here to,
What's
you
your
know,
name?
my name is. He does have a name. My name is Burboy. Bur- Burboy. I can't even
Burboy?
talk. Burvor. Burvor.
Burbor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or
Burboy.
Well,
Vor.
well, Burvor, you can either listen to what I'm saying that we're telling you the truth, or you take the gamble that John Rawl is going will hear about this. It's up to you.
Well, I don't know if I fully believe that Chanral sent you, but you do seem like you're telling me it straight. So, I will say, I've had some weird shit happening every time somebody tries to go in and get acid from the stomach. We need
Oh yeah.
that shit. It is worth the most money out of most of the things we get off these stupid things, and it's usually dried up by the time we get here. This one happened to be close. I've sent in 3 guys, and none of them have come back. Now no one will go, and half of them left. So I'm kind of short-handed, and I don't like it.
Does this usually happen with your workers?
No. Guys have
Do
been
you
a
have
little
any?
antsy, saying there's some weird
Do you have
stuff
any
going
idea?
on.
Or were they hungover or anything? Are they good men? Are they new? Do they know what they're doing?
I think it's just the way the sea's been lately. They just got them a little spooked. And they're saying weird stuff, spreading weird rumors, and making daydreams out of nothing.
Ex- what can you expound on that and explain to
Look,
us what you're
man,
talking about?
I could sit here and explain to you the wonders of the
Good.
seas,
Please
but
do.
I don't have time for that, and neither do you.
Well,
You can talk to
make
some of the
time.
rest of my men if you want. I gotta go make sure nobody's stealing anything from me. He's kind of
wait, I just have
done with you now.
one question.
Yeah.
I told you the exact same thing that he did, but you laughed at me and believed him.
Look, like I said, I don't fully believe him either. I believe him more than I believe you. But all I would
I
want is to be able to get my stuff and get out of here. Because while I think some of this is bunk, some definitely is weird here.
Side note, I have a feeling that this is definitely going to be a theme. E tells the truth. People don't believe her. And then you get Kyle's character who says the exact same thing, and they're like, "Yeah, I believe you." It's like Timon and Pumbaa, or Pumbaa has the idea, and then Timon
Yeah.
is like, "Wait a minute, I got a great idea."
Oh my gosh.
Damn.
Yes, exactly. He's totally like not taking me seriously, and he's really distracted. He keeps like looking over his shoulder and like looking for stuff. He's real jittery and like he's not wanting to tell you something, but it's
Oh,
also
the
like he just doesn't
invisible
want to
monsters.
explain it.
He
Well, we're going
can't
to
see
need
the
more
monsters.
information than that. If you're the person in charge of the scavenging operations, I don't want to have to go back to the mayor and explain to you how unhelpful you were to us.
Well, you can
I can
tell
make it
me.
worth your time, and I can give you some gold for your time, but I'm going to need the information
Oh,
from you.
he perks up when you say gold. Well,
It's because I didn't offer gold. I need to start giving gold away.
my time is expensive. That does help. All right, how much gold you talking?
Let's hear the information.
Ah, come
I don't have
on,
time. I don't.
man. You're
I
not
don't have
green.
time for this.
Okay,
I have my own life, and I don't want to be here as much as you don't want to be here. But I've been asked by the mayor, so it's up to you
you
if
can
you want to tell us or not.
try to convince him again to give
Okay.
you this. Are you like leaning in, intimidating, or are you just like trying to reason with him? Like at this point, like, come on,
I'm
man.
just talking with him,
Okay, probably
real frank.
diplomacy then. Yeah,
Just real frank. I'm not trying to be mean or anything. I just like obviously doesn't want to be here. I don't really want to be here.
yeah. He's nervous for a big guy, but he's doing a better job of not showing it. 20. Oh, nice. Okay. Um, unnatural 20. All right. 50 gold.
I haven't heard anything yet.
Fine. He was just trying one more time. Well, I don't like admitting it, but I don't want to go in there either. The other
Why?
night, everybody's been talking. Uh, had some people report some things about the sea being too still and the sky being a little too pink. And you just don't like sky color changes when you're a sailor. When you live anywhere near the sea, not many people doing much sailing now, but just being on a boat, period, it's scary these days. You never know what's gonna pop out of the water. Then you see something like this, and you start to get used to it, but the man that we recovered from the inside of the mouth of this thing, he was mangled. Seems like he tried to crawl out. Uh, he's the only one we've seen so far, and honestly, I would show you a body, but it just it's like it turned into black spider threads and then just dissolved. It's the weirdest fucking thing I've ever seen. I don't even like talking about it. And I definitely don't want
When
to
did
go
this?
in there.
Where's the
And this was found in his
location?
mouth.
Like
It was last night.
in his
Hmm.
mouth?
Yeah, just right there. He points like right here at the edge of the mouth.
Oh, I want to walk over there and look.
Yeah.
1 second. Just a half second before we decide to go to see where the mangled body was. Um, and you're saying that do you have any preventative maintenance that allows you to get into these krakens that we need to? Because I think we're going to have to investigate. Unfortunately,
Well, man, it's a
do you
cavern.
have
You can
any?
just walk on in.
Doesn't sound like it, does it?
Well,
So, do you have any preventative maintenance or anything? What do you guys usually do when you see a kraken of this size and magnitude? And if you're going to get stomach acid, is there something I should take? Is there a breath? I'm not used to this. This is not my
well,
thing. Is there anything that I
normally
should
it
know
is that
about?
easy. Normally, you just walk in and you start scooping it out. I don't know what's
Okay.
happening this time, and I'm not gonna find out. We're taking what we can from the top of this kraken, but we've already started talking about leaving what's left. Try not to do that. I really want to get everything, and if you think you have a solve, well,
And you're saying
that
it's an
works good
acid,
for me too.
corrosive acid that's the kraken's stomach?
It's not as corrosive as it would be if it was alive. You should be able to touch it with some discomfort, but shouldn't just, you know, dissolve you.
All right. All right. I'll give him 50 gold.
Ah, nice. He like jangles that around. Feels good. Puts it in his pocket and says, "Well, can't be
If you
much
hear
more help."
anything
And
else, know anything else, or see anything else, I expect you to report to me for that much money. Are we under an understanding?
he's like, "Yeah, yeah," and kind of just walks away. You kind of get the feeling that he's taking you more seriously now, though. He at least respects you a little more.
Oh, thanks.
It's not saying much for him. But yeah, he just kind of turns. The other guy stays right where you guys are without saying anything. He's just like, with his arms crossed. He's watching y'all.
Alrighty, go have fun.
I've got my goggles on and I'm looking at it.
I'm
Yeah.
Did you
going to
see?
be a bit apprehensive, but doing the same and trying to be cautious.
So you get up to this mouth, and it is just a gaping cavern, just like he said. You can definitely just walk on in. It kind of slopes down as it goes towards the sea. Um, there's like a yellow glow kind of coming from like the end of the throat, like it almost like it's daylight down there or something. There are you did notice there's a lot of holes and stuff where they've already dug away some of the flesh and they're like starting to get into the cavern.
Hmm.
But you don't see any sign of where he said the person died. Um, when
Can I
you're
use my
looking,
goggles?
yeah, when you look through your goggles, it just looks like hazy grossness to you. I imagine you probably like take them off and like put it back on again just to make sure that nothing's different. And you don't see anything here that looks any different to you that's standing out with the goggles.
Real quick question. How do I just get rid of 50 gold?
Oh, right. Here.
I'm sorry. I'm
No,
sorry.
you're
I just
fine.
see the ad coins, and I'm like, well, I better not do that. She's not gonna ad. Like, I
I
just got
gotcha.
50 more gold. Oh, it's the. I think I got it. I think I removed coin. I got it.
You did it? Okay, cool. All right. But yeah, so you don't see anything different. You just see the glow coming from the stomach and the it is gross, man. It stinks so bad and the smells and the drippage and the just everything like y'all are not looking forward to walking into this mouth. Kind of regretting eating lunch before you came here, maybe.
That cabana. I would imagine a sea creature from last night.
Uh-huh. Yeah. It's been baking in the sun all day.
Yeah.
Mm.
And this thing's been dead. Like it's been dead. It took it a bit to get here to this shore. But yeah, y'all gonna walk into the stomach. Anybody want to roll perceptions? Anybody want to?
I would love to roll perception if possible.
Yeah,
I'd
let's
love
do
to roll
that.
Arcana
Yeah, I like that
or
idea.
occultism.
Um,
Not bad.
you can roll either one.
Not bad.
Whichever one sounds good.
Oh,
Whichever one strikes your fancy.
Talon, as always,
Ugh.
wonderful.
Talon, you're so overwhelmed by how disgusting this is. You can't concentrate on anything else.
My little nose
Your poor beak.
just can't handle it.
Um, Napoleon, you see that, trying to think what all you would see with a 19.
If I yell down his
For
throat, does it echo?
it does, yes.
Yeah,
And
right.
it's gross. Stuff like you hear something like plop in the background, like from like being
Ugh.
dislodged from the echo. The echo.
Dropping like 15 pounds of pudding on cement.
Yeah. That was so perfect. Um, but yeah, you trying to think what he would. So let me go to E first. E,
Okay.
you feel something magical coming from ahead, like down in the stomach. You definitely feel some type of magic, something. You can't place it. It doesn't feel, it doesn't feel familiar to you, like you've been hoping to expect with all this crap.
Hmm.
Um, but that's all you feel. You just feel faint magic. Faint, unknown magic coming from down in the stomach.
Okay.
Um,
I
okay.
relay that information.
As y'all are starting to walk in to this body, you start to think about, wow, this is such a huge creature, Napoleon, and you're like, what could have possibly killed something like this? Like, it's not, you saw the outside of it, like, it wasn't torn to shreds. It didn't have, like, it didn't look like besides it
Is it?
being dead, like, it
Would I
had
know if
good,
it? Would I know if it's like an old creature?
yeah,
Is it
like,
the ravages of time killed
you,
this thing?
it didn't, it looked like, even for being dead, as long as it probably has been, like, there still had a lot of bright color.
Okay.
And so
Okay.
you're like, it didn't seem like an old Kraken. Like, it looked like a normal, like,
Kraken.
yeah, just what you know of them. You're like, yeah, I would say probably, like, I was gonna say healthy, but it's definitely not healthy because it's dead. But, like,
Right.
Yeah,
Doesn't smell healthy.
and yeah, exactly. And so you're walking in here and you're like, what could have possibly done this? And it just seems odd to you that there was nothing on the outside and it didn't look diseased and it didn't look old. And it's like, what could have possibly brought this creature to its end? And that's as far as that train of thought goes because you don't know, but it does register with you like this is weird. That's odd. Like we should know, like kind of have a hint as to what did it in, you know. If it'd been attacked by a bigger creature, like part of its body would be missing or whatever. Like it's yeah, that is what you notice. But none of y'all predict anything super scary, just gross about walking into the stomach.
Wait,
So what you gonna do?
I hate the idea of going in there.
Something gross and liquidy plops down again.
Talon, do you have a torch? You ready to start?
Do I
Oh, I could have made it to where
have
y'all
a
go through
torch?
the tunnel. I should have done that. I forgot about that. I'll just take you
I
over too.
have the lantern.
Perfect. Why don't you shine that down at Skullet and see if we see.
Blind whatever is living in there. How do I think it's on. Oh yeah, it is.
Okay.
Yeah, cool.
Let me take y'all to the stomach.
Oh, we're going all the way down the esophagus and
Mm-hmm.
nice. Do we see anything on the way? Do we see any of the bodies, or I guess? Oh, you would have said
Nope.
something. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, no, you're fine.
Okay.
It's a good question. No, you don't see any of the other bodies because there was only one person that came out. He said several guys went in and nobody came back out except
Came
for
back.
that one guy that disintegrated and barely got out with his life.
Hmm.
But yeah, y'all walk in and you see more grossness leading to a glowing lake of you can only surmise to be stomach acid. And there's some shit in there
Hmm.
for sure. Feel free to walk
Um,
forward a little bit
so as we're going down here, can
so you
I
just can see
look
on the
for
thing.
like signs of tearing, like a struggle
Yeah,
coming into the mouth and stomach?
for sure.
Okay. Would that be like a medicine or
Let me.
medicine?
Yeah.
Is that the mast of a ship?
Oh,
Yeah, it can be
yeah,
medicine.
what did he
Yeah, for
eat?
sure. It can be medicine. If you're
Is
looking
that
for how this thing might have died.
that's not a whale,
Signs of a
is
struggle.
it?
Autopsy report.
Do you want to try to identify it, E?
Yeah,
Yeah.
um,
Can we try that? Would you mind?
yeah,
Of
go for it.
course.
I think
What
that
should
would
we roll?
be nature probably. Oops.
nature.
To try to
So cool.
identify what the dead creature is. Oh, shit,
Heck
why is it
yeah.
doing
Oh,
Not heck yeah.
that? Napoleon says, "Yeah, nice. There's some bones. Cool." Um,
Yeah.
I think those are bones, yes.
so
Right?
I
It
don't
seems to be
actually know what
alive.
the fuck it is, but
You
I'm
can
gonna
tell
say
it's
that
bones by the way that they are.
yeah, I'm gonna
Um,
say that you recognize this as one of the mutated whale species that you see every once in a while off the coast.
okay.
It's big.
Now,
Yeah.
should we take the picture literally, or is it just for background fun?
Oh yeah, no, yeah. I plan for y'all to take it literally.
Like we do, we like I see a chest, obviously, on
Yeah,
the far side of the stomach.
yeah, you do.
Okay. I just didn't know if it was just like no, no.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
that's a fair question. Um, So yeah, y'all see lots of nastiness in here. You didn't know it was possible, but it smells worse than outside, and so yeah, that's almost hard to deal with. Um,
Do we have to roll like a constitution or anything because it's so bad, or it's not quite that? It's just a very awful
not
being
quite
being in a sewer.
yet. Yeah, it's like being in a like it's almost like you might have to cover every once in a while if you get a particularly strong wave. Y'all are probably like taking turns like covering your mouths, your noses and your mouths a little bit, like ugh, like getting a break from it and stuff. But it's just distracting. It's not overwhelming yet. Um,
Um,
but yeah.
I'd like to maybe roll a perception on the stomach and just take it in to see what take an inventory of what I see from where I'm at.
Okay.
Is that
Yeah, go
okay?
ahead. And while you're doing that, I'm gonna tell Talon what he got with his medicine check. So this is a big place and there's a lot happening, but I'm gonna feel like it's not too hard for you to see. The stomach is laying on its side now, right? And as you're looking at the top of the cavern, which would have been like the side of the stomach, you're realizing like halfway through some of it, there's like little holes, like probably it would have been like the bottom half of the stomach. Um, it looks like just little chewed away parts of the Kraken's insides. Like you can't tell how it's too far away, it's too dark, you can't tell how far it is. There's definitely like chunks missing out of the side, but it only goes to about halfway up the stomach.
Can
So,
krakens get ulcers?
Probably. But that's all you know about it with a 19. You're just like, well, that's weird. Someone's been taking a bite out of
yep, weird holes.
it. Weird
I see those
holes.
weird holes.
Um, what were you rolling performance for?
Oh, damn it.
What's your perception plus on it?
Perception's plus 10.
Okay, well,
Same
it's the
thing.
same thing. Fine, you would just keep that. Um,
I can't read.
yeah, no worries. Me either, sometimes.
Yeah.
No. So Talon's like, weird holes, look at that. And you're like, yeah, that is weird. And then you start to think about it, and you're like, yeah, I was just realizing earlier that it was really weird that nothing was bad about on the outside, and then there's these little holes in here. Like, what could have caused that? And you're thinking about it, and the guy's like, oh yeah, and then we um like nobody's come back, and this guy, it almost looked like he crawled out or something, or like, you know, everything's kind of like coming into place for you, and you're like, there is something in this stomach with us, and it's been feeding on this kraken, and there's not much of this kraken left, and like, why can't we see it? Like, it shouldn't be this deep. Like, you're starting to just kind of wonder about all of that. Um,
I'm going to
and
inform the others of what
yeah,
what my logical thought pattern of what I'm seeing, I guess, from the perception. And explain to them that yes, I think there's something else in here.
um, I need all of you to roll me. Uh, yeah, I'm gonna say it's gonna have to be a perception check again.
Not bad. Even better. Isn't that the first time you've ever gotten over 5? Oh my
Oh,
gosh, it just
nice.
keeps getting better.
Yeah, okay. So you're putting all this together and you're talking about it and everything and you're like, oh, and there's this I was just thinking about outside and how this is so weird and then E it like clicks for you and then you're just like you see it and you have just enough time to say something to Napoleon as a like whippy little tentacle comes sliding out of the water reaching for Napoleon. And
Okay, go.
Napoleon, you can roll me a reflex save to avoid the tentacle. And you have advantage because E warned you.
What about me? I didn't see anything.
Um,
Just chilling.
I'm sorry, what does advantage mean?
like you get to roll 2 dice and keep the higher number.
Nice. Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
Um,
Come on, this is my first +10 roll. Give me something.
20's not bad.
you're just so far away. I will say with what you rolled that here, I'll give you this.
I'm
Oh, nice.
Yo.
good. Not
Napoleon
only that, I'm
slides
gonna slice that
away
bit. Yeah, I'm
and
gonna do it with style, with
Talon.
electric. Boogie woogie.
Yes. This is the most
Monster's dead.
expert acrobatic thing you've ever seen. This tentacle like slides underneath
do do
Napoleon like
do
the
do.
Matrix.
Gonna yeah, I'm
And
gonna scoop that.
Talon, as it slides out, you refocus your light because you see it perfectly, and the way that you're able to make it glow brings it to view.
Oh my. Do
Fish.
can we roll to see if we know what it is?
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Nature check.
I might yell out, "What the f-"
Fair enough.
Nature check.
Dang, nature. Mm,
Nature. Oh my god, that ain't great.
What about survival? No. Never mind. Nature works, I guess.
Ooh, nice. I don't
Um,
know. I'm okay with that.
yeah, I think it's gonna have to be nature, sorry. If you're trying to determine what it is.
Yeah, for sure.
Big fish.
She might not be on mic. Maybe
It's
No,
okay.
I'm so sorry. My dog is having a dream.
Aww. It's so cute when they do that. She like kicking. She's so tiny too. Like, gosh, she's just got all the rooms to move around in her dreams.
First, her legs were just like sticking up, and then they slowly would drop, and then she would kick them like she's running, and then they'd go back up in the air.
Oh,
I'm sorry, I got distracted by my dog's dreams.
that's okay. That's so freaking cute. Can't help but be distracted by the
Okay,
cuteness.
it's she's still going at it. It's adorable. Okay, initiative,
Nature check if you
No,
want to determine what it
nature.
is.
nature.
Mhm.
Okay, damn,
Wow. Okay.
it's a fish.
So Napoleon, you don't know what it is, but you've seen pictures of this thing before. You don't remember the name. It's kind of like recognizing, a type of shark you've seen before in a book somewhere. Like it's the same thing. You probably can't say the exact name, but you kind of know something about it. This is something you should probably never see up here on the surface. It's from the deep, deep water, and the fact that it's survived and it is in this kraken's stomach is just the weirdest shit ever. Like you don't know about anything special that should have made it to where it could survive in stomach acid, but here it is. This thing
Is
is
it
from the depths of the ocean, and it is
um
deadly.
deadly?
Deadly.
Does Is it like venomous or I don't know. I just know it's not good.
Yeah, I'll say with that, it's not venomous, but it does have tentacles that can reach pretty far out of the water. You know that now. Um, but yeah, besides knowing that it's not venomous, it's yeah, that's what you're gonna know. Hmm.
Okay.
Being from the deep seas, it probably doesn't have great sight, like vision, like actual vision. You don't know how it sees, but lives in the dark, so
Is it coming towards us? I mean, it did try to grab me, but
yeah.
I.
You got away from it and it just kind of swam back down, but it's kind of just waiting there or watching y'all. Kind of like dives under for a second, then comes back up, and then like dives under again. Like it's just kind of flitting around, like constantly moving.
Um,
Well, probably shouldn't fight it
hmm.
on its own territory, its own terrain.
Maybe I can. Maybe we could. I could shoot it with my bow to see if it'll go away. What do you
Uh,
think? I.
do you want to start trying to fight? I can put y'all in initiative now. It did actively attack you, so
Um,
Okay. Should we?
if y'all want to try to do something about it.
we're gonna fight it in the water. Swim across it.
How big is it? I mean, from what we can, is it like 15
This is
meters?
a
Like
large
massive?
creature, so it's like
Is it like
oh,
60 feet large, or
um
is it like maybe like 12 feet, like an alligator or something?
it's longer than it is big, like it's really long. And then it does have a very like stout front end and stuff with a very big gaping mouth with very sharp teeth, like rows of sharp teeth. But it is um it's like I'm trying to explain like great white size maybe.
Oh wow! So okay,
So it's huge. Like I mean
it's
it's a big
massive. Yeah.
thing, but it's not a considered a huge creature by Pathfinder standards. It's only considered a large creature, which I mean that also includes like giant elk and stuff, I think, which are like 20 feet tall. So
Jesus.
yeah.
All right. I guess yeah, stealth is out of the question at this.
Well, it doesn't have eyes, and it definitely saw y'all. Um, so yeah, take that with what you.
Do I see anything around me that I can pick up and like maybe throw to see if it'll chase after it to
You
test
probably
the
have some
theory?
provisions on you. There's also chunks of the dying, like rancid kraken all over the place.
Yeah, I think I'd like to maybe grab a chunk of kraken, a handful of it, and maybe throw it over to like in this area to see if there's any if it like moves towards or is that an
Yeah.
idea?
Yeah, sorry, my husband was asking me a question really quick. Yeah, so absolutely, go for it.
What do I
Um,
what do I roll for a throw?
me.
Is that like a strength tech
Yeah,
check?
I would say probably athletics, right? To throw something maybe. Mm, yeah, I'm gonna say athletics.
Okay. Ooh.
Oh, that was real close. Nice. Okay, yeah. So y'all watch as Napoleon takes a big nasty chunk of squid and scoops it with his hands out of the wall and then tosses it way over here, just expertly. The fish is still like it's swimming around, not stopping. It kind of swims that direction for a second and then it comes right back to y'all. It is seemingly no longer interested in the dead kraken flesh.
Hmm.
Um. well, guys, is this worth it, or should we just report back with what we've seen?
I mean, y'all are out on the land, and it's just there. So, I mean,
What do you think? What do you think, Talon?
Well, I guess as long as we are chilling right here.
Yeah,
As
but
long as we don't
okay.
get tentacles to come towards us.
Um, E, can you fly? You can fly?
you can
I can
hover.
hover.
Hover. Okay. Sorry. I was like, well, just go to the top of the stomach and look down and see if you see any of those. But no, don't hover
Can I
just over
see
the
if
water.
that's the magical thing that was in the stomach?
Yeah, if you want to try to pinpoint it now that you're down here, if you want to roll another Arcana check for me.
Yeah.
It's just swimming around.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, it's not the fish. The fish is got magical properties, but the big magical presence that was unknown to you is the
Hmm.
chest that's over in the corner. This thing is weird though. Like when you reached out with your magic, like a fish shouldn't feel like magic. Like what the fuck? Like even a little bit. Like it's just a deep water something, right? Like it's weird
Hmm.
enough that it's here. Like why does it feel like magic? Um,
Does it feel like a familiar magic?
it feels definitely more familiar than the other one. Um, and I'm gonna say since you rolled a 20 fucking 5, um, you look a little harder at it because you're like, magic fish? What? Should be magic fish. And then while you're watching it swim around, like, it looks like it has threads coming off of it. Black threads. Like just kind of like every once in a while through your with your glasses on you see like as it moves, as its fins move, as its tentacles swish through the water, it just looks like everything has like black threads on the edge, like just frayed black threads. And it doesn't look like it's a part of the fish either. Like it doesn't match. Like you like kind of look through your goggles again and then look out and look at it again, and it's like the black threads aren't there when you take your glasses off.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, sorry, I forgot you were wearing your glasses again for a second there. But yes, you see that.
I relay that to my friends and just like definitely we might need to know what's in that chest.
Might need to.
Could it be affecting the fish? I don't know. But crazy thing, what if the same thing happened to the Belvins where they had the lines on
Sorry.
them and then they disappeared?
Never know.
Maybe the Belvins did come in here last night.
You don't see any blood
Hmm.
circles, that's for sure. But yeah, the fish is definitely got that weird magic. And you remember what the guy said earlier about how the person like disintegrated into black spider webs, and you're just like,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
what my head's going towards too. Do we have anything that? Does anybody have any ideas that? Because I don't think getting close to that's going to be a good idea. That's much bigger than us.
It hasn't stopped moving. It's very like it's like it's like
Is
pushing
it
its
trying to
way
go
through the
home?
water.
Is it trying to leave? Is it
Is
in
it
pain?
hungry? You don't know. You want to
I
try to
don't
find
know.
out? You want to try to find
Hey
out what it's trying
fish.
to do?
Yeah. Hey fish, what you doing?
I would say you can either roll. I'm gonna make this one a medicine check. If you're trying to figure out what it needs slash what it wants to do, like I feel like that could be a medicine thing. Oh shit.
Mm.
He's swimming.
Just keep swimming, just keep swimming. That's what you start
It's
singing.
going clockwise. I can see that.
It's swimming. It's like swimming fish. Fish swim.
Yes, and you know it's tired of the Kraken meat. Doesn't want it anymore. It's just swimming around in the stomach.
Um,
10. Jesus.
yeah.
Let me see here. Let me think for a second. Um, it has no way to reach you. The guy said that they can't get in to drain the acid. You now know that this thing is in there. You think it's contained in the acid. Um, and it's starting to seem a bit frantic about that. So there's that.
It's not
Maybe,
hurting it either.
maybe we should head back, talk to the scavengers, and explain to them what we've seen and that we're going to need help.
You
They're
surely
used to
can
this
do that.
stuff. I have a feeling that they'll know more about this.
Maybe they have harpoons.
That's, yeah. What do you think,
I'm good with that.
Talon? You seem to be all chattery tonight.
I think they're gonna want the chest if we bring him.
Good point.
Let me see.
Well,
E,
Hmm.
I'm gonna say you notice looking around, you're like, oh man, he's trapped. It's just a crazy little fishy swimming, swimming, swimming. And you're looking at the chest and you're looking at everything that's in the stomach because you're just inquisitive and you rolled really high earlier with that perception check. Um, there's no way out of this kraken. This creature is stuck here. It's literally like there's nothing but decaying flesh around it anymore. There's been some people that came down here and disappeared. You care about animals on a deep level and you've lived with them and stuff. So like I feel like it wouldn't be too out of hand for her to think about it like this, but like it's trapped. You notice that. You notice that it's
Hmm.
trapped and it has no other options.
Guys, we got a free Willy.
I
Nickname. Do you think maybe we could blow a hole in the side and then it could slither out of the stomach into the water?
you want to blow a hole in the side of a kraken so this monster can get out?
It is
Yeah.
a monster. It
Uh,
is most definitely a monster. And you have no guarantee that it's gonna like return to the depths of the ocean and not go on a frenzy and kill 80 more people. Like you have no idea what this thing would do now that it's here. It's way out of its element. Um,
We could.
I I am going to. I have. How do I put something in chat so you can read it?
um,
Forgot how to
usually
do it.
there's an option next
Just
to it or like the actual
have
icon.
it go out of the bro hole.
There it is. I am going to try to demoralize
Demoralize.
it with my intimidating glare to try to make it nervous about us or about me.
To like get it to stay away from you.
Yes, to back up. Like this
Okay.
is that a thing? I don't. It's a
Um,
I don't know. I mean, it's
let me
it's.
see. Let
I
me
don't know.
read. Oh crap. I was gonna read demoralize, but it didn't. Nope. It just says demoralize. Like that's fucking helpful.
Thanks.
All right. Well, now that that's been said,
um, so I'm gonna say if you just want to intimidate it, you can definitely just intimidate it.
well,
Let
because
me look
I
at.
can because if I click on demoralize, I can roll demoralize
Yeah, I'm
intimidation
trying to. What
check.
does that add? Let me see. What does that add to it for you?
Nothing. It's just plus. It's my normal.
Sure. Go ahead. Let's just yeah. You're trying to intimidate it, and I mean I think that I was just trying to like It says even if it doesn't understand your language. So I was trying to think about if like a fish could be demoralized, but like you're just trying to super intimidate it to get the fuck away. You're trying to go all alpha on it. Do
Yeah.
it. Yeah, go
It's
for it.
for, yeah, like raise my hands up like you would on a black bear to seem bigger.
Yeah, sure. Intimidate the
I
fish. Let's do it.
oh hell
Oh
yeah.
shit. Is that a critical
is that a,
success?
is that a critical? I don't
Uh,
know.
it is a critical success. Shit. Okay, this
Look
thing is
at
frightened
you.
two of you.
Oh my now what?
Uh, so
All
yeah,
right.
this thing is scared and it's like it's still swimming all over the place, but it's swimming on the other side of the stomach now. It's not quite so eager. Like it's still very desperate, and so it can't like its instincts can't take its eyes off of you, but it's definitely giving y'all a wider berth now. It's like, I'm gonna go to this side of the stomach.
All right. Um, I'm gonna approach. I'm gonna approach. Get closer, and I'm gonna approach the water since he's over there,
hmm
and see if he what his reaction is towards me.
Yeah, he just stays swimming on this side of the stomach, still just not stopping.
Um, what do you think? You guys want to try to go for it? How deep? How
Yeah.
deep is the stomach acid? I mean, he's swimming in it, so is it like I don't know.
Um, it's
Huh?
you you really just can't tell how deep it is. It's really a trick. The light keeps moving and like you're like it doesn't seem that deep. I think I can see the end of the stomach, but like he keeps diving in and out of places that you just can't see and you're like, "Well, maybe it's deeper than I think." Um, yeah, it's really hard to tell. It's just a roiling mass of nasty.
Can I walk on? Will I be able to balance? I guess on these bones that are above, or is this? I just see the bones in the stomach acid submerged.
So some of it is out, but since you don't know how deep it is, you don't know if the bones will like submerge if you step on them.
Well, I'm going to test it then. I will
Yeah.
step on next to me and just kind of take it slow to see if
The
these.
it immediately starts to sink. That part of
Okay.
it does. Like the part that you're close to. The skull
Yeah.
seems to kind of stay afloat a little better. Um, but it does seem like it's gonna be pretty dodgy trying to jump your way across. And the fish is
Mm,
he's scared, but for how long?
yeah. Once he sees us floundering around in stomach acid, which
Yeah,
is much
that may be
fun.
too much for a starving fish to take.
What do you? All right. Suggestions?
Murderize it.
Is there like on the? Can we go to the outside? Is this like if I'm standing here, am I on the like lining of the wall?
Um,
Are we able to like just kind of do the edge of the wall lining and walk across?
I'm
Is that a
gonna
thing?
say it's a little too tight. Um,
Okay. Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
stuff's falling, it's goopy, it's starting to sag in on the side. It's just a little too tight to squeeze through. You will be, for all instances, like stepping your feet in the water to walk through there, which you could do. It'll burn a little, but you could do it.
Okay. Well, what do you want to do, Talon? You say you want to attack it?
Yeah, I think we kill it.
All right. Do you have any ranged ability? Do you have anything that you can hit it with? I do have a bow.
See, how far is he? No.
Well,
No.
he's swimming around. Right now he's further away from you guys because he's frightened, but that only lasts a couple of rounds, so he's gonna not be frightened here in a sec.
I think I have a 30-foot range
And
with
then
electric arc.
he won't once we do initiative, he won't be able to move until it's his turn. So,
All right. I guess whenever if you want to make them as close, and
sure.
then we'll try it out. E, are you fine with trying to attack this creature? Because I don't see. I mean, I don't think we're going to be able to blow a hole in the side of this kraken because we don't have any explosives. And I'm afraid that if we do that, we're just going to destroy the inside of the stomach anyway. So we might lose the chest in
Yeah.
the process of trying to blow a hole in the side of the. So I like where your head's at, kid, but I don't think it's a good idea.
So kill it to get the chest, but not
I'm
free it to get the chest.
yes. I don't think it's wanting to be. I think it wants to be freed, but I don't think it's a friend. I think it'll kill us if we try to give it a warm hand to hold to.
Okay. I'm not happy about it, but okay.
All right. I guess.
All right, I'll say if one of you wants to get a shot off on it to start initiative, we could do it that way because you're trying to get its attention again, right? Like it's not scared of you, it's
Mm-hmm.
around, but if you're trying to pick a fight with it, I'll let you get that first hit. One of y'all wants to do that. Or if you all want to aim at it at once, I'll totally let that fucking happen.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll
I'm
do
going
electric arc.
to. I'm going to hit it with my bow. Shoot an arrow and then see what happens next. See if I have to.
Yeah. We'll say it's like charging right for y'all right now.
It's coming right
It
for
can
us.
see with its eyes, right?
It has no eyes. Oh, maybe. I don't know.
It's got weird little
How
dots on the
can
top
it
of its head, but they don't really look like eyes, and you know that it lives in. Well, now you know it's from the complete deep dark depths because Napoleon told you, so you know that.
Yeah. Okay.
Not much use for eyes in the dark.
And if it
You
has
would
a
know
heightened
that
sense of
as a bad
smell,
person.
I would imagine it's really sick of this area as much as we are.
I want to go ahead and stoke the heart.
Yeah, go for it. I'm gonna have to remember how all of y'all work in action because I think none of us remember.
I think um
So what do we do now? I forget. I'm sorry.
No, you're okay. Um,
Do it.
I'm
Do we
gonna
roll
put you
in?
in
What do?
initiative. I will. I'll start it, and then it'll put you in initiative, and then I'll do all the damage for y'all shit here in just a second. I was just letting y'all cast your spells before I started the
okay,
cast your
so
spells or do
stoke
your
the
attacks before I
heart
did that.
is a cantrip.
Hmm.
Um for my divine focus spell. And intense fervor fills a target creature, empowering their blows. The target gains a +2 bonus to damage rolls. And then once this spell ends, the target becomes temporarily immune. And then, so I'm going to choose Napoleon. And then, so that he, so that Talon can also have it. Um, I believe if I use Cackle, I'll be able to maintain that. And then if I could also then stoke the heart on Talon.
Yeah.
Because it takes one to cast and then casting free for Cackle.
I wonder
And
if
I'll sort
there's
of like,
a.
and like just for my movement, I'll sort of like be behind them with Albert behind me. Albert, get behind me.
So we just need to try to remember that y'all get a +2 whenever y'all roll your damage rolls. We just need to add 2 to that. So we're just gonna. It's gonna be a
Make
group
sure
effort.
I
Sorry about that.
cast
I don't know what this. I'm going to use my as a rogue, capitalize on your enemy's fear to slip past their defenses. Any creature that has a frightened condition also has off guard against my attack.
He's not frightened anymore because you did it outside of
Oh,
combat. I was kind of like waiting the seconds away, and then I made it just kind of ebb off of him, basically.
okay,
Um,
okay. So,
yeah, but You could demoralize him again if you want to and try to get him frightened again. You can absolutely do that.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I will try to demoralize. No, well, that'll be the action then. So,
Oh, yeah,
oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. You can either demoralize him or you can shoot him.
I'm going to shoot him. I'm going to
Okay.
shoot. Because the intimidating strike only works melee bow, so. Who wants to roll first? Do I roll first? I don't know.
Um, do I guess you're not able to target him until. No, you can. No, I don't think you can actually. All right, here, yeah, I'll start it, and then I'll let you go an extra time. That's gonna be the best way to do it, so that you can target him.
Initiative is, what should I put as my modifier? Not stealth, because stealth.
It should be your perception modifier. There should be an initiative button for you. That just rolls it.
But it depends on what my modifier, because I can do it as stealth also. If I'm under stealth, it gives me a higher initiative modifier.
Yeah, you're not stealthy.
Right.
Yeah, the fish knows
So
where you're
I'll
at.
just put it as, I'll put it perception then.
But I will make it your turn, like, first regardless, just so that you can do that. Or I'll do it on your turn, one or the other. Oops. Um, why is it not? Oh, we're still waiting on E to roll initiative.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're okay. I mean, how dare you? No, I'm just kidding.
Dang it.
All right. So I'll actually just start it here because y'all surprised it by shooting at it. So yeah, you get an attack with no penalty, and then you can start your turn.
Guys, let me go first. And then I whoop-bam, my friends. I stoke
Yes,
their hearts.
you are stoked. Your heart is stoked. And let me make this DC save. It's a reflex save.
To stoke Napoleon's heart. I said, Napoleon, do it for that chest of what's ever in there.
You got it.
Talon, do this to rub it in Unzig's face.
What did I need to save that? A 22? Oh my god. All right. Uh, roll the damage.
Who's
Who are
rolling
you
the
talking
damage?
to?
Core to the electric
Oh,
arc.
okay.
Roll the electric arc damage. And then
Okay.
Add 2 to
Roll
status bonus
damage.
to damage rolls.
KT, you can roll your attack
+2.
as well towards the thing. So
Okay.
you target it and then attack.
That shift and press the dark, is it?
Yeah, does indeed.
Is it +2 to each dice,
No,
or?
it's a +2 to your damage roll, right?
I think this is where
Yeah.
I put it.
Okay. I'm going to. I don't. The control? How do I target it?
Let's try that.
Look at all those ones.
Yes. There we go.
what's its name? How do you say that?
I honestly don't know how you fucking say it, and so I was
Mm,
so glad when you rolled
Thorax.
low enough. Like the DC to know what it is was like 35 anyway because it's like
So
stupidly
uncommon.
obscure creature. Yeah.
Mm.
It
So
looks like Thorax. Thorax.
Dethorics. Dethorics. Okay.
Dithorax. Yeah, that sounds right. Deepwater Dithorax.
Does it take more damage because it's wet, or
Gosh darn it! I didn't.
is
Um,
that not how it works in this game?
I don't, it doesn't say anything about that. We're gonna pretend that maybe the acid just isn't very conductive. Let me look. No, let me see if it says anything about it really quick on its resistances.
Not a fan of electricity.
Yeah, that'd be cool, right? Okay, yeah, no. The electricity doesn't do any more damage.
Does a I don't think I didn't have it. A 28 hit.
Oh, yeah, let me look. Oh, sorry, I closed it again. Thinking about things all at once. Let's see. Uh, yes, that hits. Just a hit. Just a normal damage roll. Your arrow sinks into that, but like you feel like it's a just barely. You're like, oh man, I am gonna have to hit a little harder. Um, but you do it. You do it.
I am shooting a great shark with bow and arrow.
Hey, it's damage. It's damage. All right, and now you get to start your actual turn. That was its little y'all's little surprise attack, and now you can hit it however.
We get all three actions, or
Yep. Now it's
are we
starting
still?
Napoleon's turn. And then it's
Okay,
E's turn, and then it'll be Talon's.
I am going to attack with my bow again.
It doesn't look like it cares about y'all's attacks so far. It's still just kind of
Mm,
like swimming.
sigh. Then my first action will be to try to. I don't know. Is it possible to intimidate it again with the intimidating glare? Or is that
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
all right?
Being frightened helps.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. That definitely.
Is that a critical success? It
It's
should be because it was last
not.
time. Oh.
Um. It rolled higher this time.
Okay. Okay.
Did a. It's re.
So it is
It's will
frightened.
DC.
So because of that, the Dread Stalker, I think, effect, and it has the condition is also off guard against
It's.
off
I'm sorry.
guard.
Off guard again. Oh, it's off guard. Oh, so it's
You're
flat-footed
distracted.
basically.
Okay, you get
Yeah.
2 circumstance penalty. Do you want me to put it in chat, or it's probably here?
Um. Yeah.
There's that. Now you can click on off guard and
I have it. It's off guarded.
okay.
Yep. That's. It's the same thing as
Thanks.
flat-footed. They changed it. Remember?
Oh,
Stupid.
I did not know that was okay. Okay. Well, hey. Then
Yeah.
for my second action, I am attack it with my bow again.
Do it to it.
Oh,
Oof.
it's not great.
That is a miss.
All right. I will try one more time with the penalty.
Very good.
That's better. Oh, it's still a miss.
It is a miss.
Okay. I am.
So yeah, that is Napoleon's turn. This thing, it's got some pretty thick skin to it. And it is E's turn.
Okay. Trying to think. Okay.
This thing will not.
After this round, can we take a small 3 minute?
Oh, yeah, we can take like a 10-minute one. I'm sorry, we didn't even take a bio break yet. um,
I got this bottle of wine that I haven't.
yeah. How you feeling, E?
Tired.
Tired. Okay. How much longer you think you got in you?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Way to
go
go, sport.
ahead being all right, I'm gonna go ahead cackle again so I can go ahead and continue stoke the heart on I don't know who just did the most damage.
Talon hasn't got to take a
Talon.
turn yet.
Talon.
Okay, so I'll keep
Yeah,
it on
Talon hasn't taken a turn.
Talon. And then I'm gonna go ahead and cast Daze
Okay.
on the creature. So let me select and
Hold on, let me read. Okay.
so I need to do DC. Uh,
That was a success.
damn,
Rolled a 27.
damn.
It does. That is damn. But yeah, it's frightened. It's a little hurt, and it just kind of seems to swim off your spell.
Next time.
Next time.
I'll get you next time.
Okay,
But that's my
so
turn.
Stoke of the Heart, did you have to recast that?
I guess technically no, because I
So you
still
did
had it going.
you did cackle and you
I
did
still have,
daze. So you still have a little even more action, right?
yeah, because Days was two. Cackle is a free action.
Okay, yeah. So
Um,
if you're just maintaining that, then yeah.
yeah, I guess I'll strike it with one of my little slings.
Do it. Oh,
Here we
and I will
go.
just say, Albert is looking at y'all like, good luck with that. He is. Made it clear he's gonna be of no help. He's probably like picking at some of the dead, nasty shit. Like it's a little bit of a smorgasbord.
Missed it.
Yup. Alrighty. So that is E's turn, and now it's Talon's turn.
Okay. Electric card. And add +2.
Damn. Takes half damage on success, right?
3, 4. Yeah. I got a 12.
Nice.
Okay, it is. I I got 2 extra from whatever I did. It should be a 10, I think.
No, you were supposed to get 2 extra. She's casting whatchamacallit
No, I
on you.
mean, I got an 8, I think. Or that's what I saw on the dice.
Uh, yeah, you got 8, and then plus 4. So 12.
Oh,
Yeah. So he'll take 6 damage.
all right.
Is the
Um,
plus is the +4 part of the spell, right? Or is the +4
Yeah,
bonus from something
it's the
else?
electricity. Probably plus 2 was just his basic thing, and then plus 2 from. Oh no, wait, that's yeah, because it's a damage roll.
No,
Yeah.
isn't it the strength +4?
oh,
Is it his strength modifier of it?
you know what?
I don't know
I
when
Yeah.
it
will.
comes to the magic spell. Oh yeah, strength plus 4. So it's not adding plus 2.
Yeah,
It's
so
not.
it's
Yeah.
7 damage. Ooh. Yeah.
Yeah. Good catch. Yeah.
Let's do it.
Um,
I think strength is not
um,
brawn, but your ability to use that spell. Strength.
okay. Well, I have no choice really but to spam this attack and this attack only. So can
Um,
I'm
I?
fine.
yeah, for right now, that's all you've got, option wise.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm fine with
Um,
it. I wish I had it.
can I use my? It takes 2 actions to cast it, so can I just save my last action so that I could cast it twice next turn?
Um,
No.
no, but you could hold this action. Like you could say, I don't know, if it attacks me or Napoleon, I'm going to slice at it or something. Like you could hold an action for something like that, but you got to be specific with it. And if that doesn't
Okay.
happen, then you just lose the action.
If it if it attacks either one of us, I could say. Like
Sure, y'all are standing
if
next to each other,
yeah.
so if you were
If
further apart, I wouldn't allow that. But yeah.
if it gets in my range, then I'll flurry of blows,
Okay.
punch it twice.
Yeah. All right. So now it's turn. Do y'all want to take a quick break really quick, or should we end it here since we'll be back at the top of the initiative order? Like, how's everyone feeling?
I think I would be good to end it here.
Okay. Um,
Okay.
let actually, yeah, let me do its turn because I don't want to forget Talon's what he just put down. So, and then we'll just stop it after the fish gets its turn.
No, I could
Okay.
type it in the little chat.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, why don't you just type it in there and just put that, held in action for fish attacks or something. You got this. But yeah.
Right.
So y'all are in this belly. Seems pretty ridiculous. There's a fish and some water you can't get in. The scavengers were assholes, but they didn't try to kill you, so that's plus. Unzig was incredibly unhelpful.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's where we'll leave it this week. We'll be back next week. Is next week?
The
Oh,
day
that's
Day after
after
the day after
Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving. Is that even an option for anybody? I could do it, but if nobody else
I think,
can, I understand because
yeah,
it's Thanksgiving.
I think I can do it too, but
Be able to do it.
I
I'll
mean,
have
it is
to
Black
make sure.
Friday.
Okay. All right. Well, so for now we'll plan for that, and if not, schedule gets posted in the Discord. And yeah, have a good night stream.